Hello, my name is Collin Lock, and this is my family tree project. So these are my grandparents. This is my Grandma Carol. This is my Grandpa James.
And this is our grandson, Collin.
So Grandpa, where were you born?
Wildwoods, Florida,
Now, what year?
1952.
Do you know where you were raised as a kid?
I was raised in Wildwoods for a short period of time, and then I moved to New York City. I went to school in New York. That's it.
Grandma, where were you born?
Bremerton, Washington. And I pretty much lived there my whole life, at least my school years.
Now, what year were you born?
1963.
Do you know where you were raised as a kid?
Yeah, I was raised in Bremerton. I never left. I was there from the time I was born until I moved out.
Okay. Grandpa, how many siblings do you have?
I have 17 brothers and 5 sisters, 22 total.
Grandma, how many siblings do you have?
There's 8 of us, 5 boys and 3 girls.
Okay. So what was your job, or what is your job?
My job was a dental technician for the Navy.
Grandma, what was your job, or what is your job?
Well, I've done several, CNA, and also a scholarly worker, a teacher's assistant, and now I am a custodian for OCPS.
Do you know what your parents' jobs were?
Migrant workers.
Grandma, what were your parents' jobs?
My father was a plumber, and my mother was a bookkeeper.
Do you know anyone in your family who served in the military, and what branch were they in?
Yes, your great-great-grandfathers both served in World War II, and they both was in the U.S. Army.
Grandma, do you know anybody who served in the military, and what branch were they in?
My Uncle Bill, which was my father's twin, he served in the Navy. Your cousin, my brother's son, he's in the Air Force. And then, of course, my daughter, Sheena, your aunt, she served in the Navy.
Grandpa, do you have any special foods or recipes that you use or had as a child?
Yes, one of my specialties is cooking greens.
Now, Grandma, do you have any special recipes or foods?
Well, my grandmother used to make the best rhubarb pie, and if I could have it today, but nobody's never made it the way she did.
Do you know anything about your heritage?
Yes, my great-grandfather was an Indian, a Florida Indian, and my mother was African American and grew up in North Carolina.
Grandma, do you know anything about your heritage?
Yes, let's see. My father's mom was from Austria, and my father's father was from Germany. And then my mom's mom was from Iowa, and her father was from Idaho.
Okay. Grandpa, that's it.
Okay, and thank you for interviewing us.
We love you, grandson.
These are my parents. This is my mom, Princess, and this is my dad, Chris. So, Mom, where were you born and what year?
So I was born here in Orlando, Florida in 1982. And I was raised here for a majority of my life. I traveled a lot when I was a kid, but then we pretty much settled here once I was 7 years old.
So, Dad, where were you born and what year?
I was born in Orlando, Florida in 1982. Raised here in Orlando, Florida.
Mom, how many siblings do you have?
I have one sister. She is 2 years younger than me.
Dad, how many siblings do you have?
I have one sister who's also 2 years younger than me.
So what's your job? or occupation?
I am an advanced registered nurse practitioner. I work at Winnie Palmer Hospital. I've been there for the last 20 years almost. And I take care of really sick women and babies, and I love what I do. I've been doing that for 2 years as an advanced registered nurse practitioner, and I was a registered nurse prior to that, but I love it.
Dad, what is your job or occupation?
I'm an operations manager with Siemens Industry been there for 15 years.
So what's your parents' job?
So, Grandpa James, he's currently a retired veteran, and he stays at home now, but he used to be in the Navy, and he did custodial work, and he was also a dental technician. And then Grandma Carol, she currently works for Orange County Public Schools as a custodian, and she also worked as a para for the schools and did some other odd-end jobs before that.
Dad, what are your parents' jobs? Or what are their jobs?
Grandpa works in construction as a block mason, and Grandma works in the printing industry.
Do you know anyone who served in the military in your family?
So I know Grandpa James and Grandma Carol already told you a lot about what they served, but I think we can talk a little bit more about Grandma Missy and Papa Bill.
Grandma Missy and Papa Bill. Grandma Missy's dad served in, I believe, the Army.
And his name is?
Papa Do.
And next, do you have any special foods or recipes that you use or had as a kid?
So Grandpa loves to make collard greens, and cabbage and sausage was another big one that we made when we were kids. So that was a huge one that I remember.
So Dad, do you have any special foods or recipes that you use or had as a kid?
As a kid, we did a lot of hunting, so we ate a lot of venison, fried venison. So,
Do you know anything about your heritage and stuff like that?
I think we already talked a lot about that, but we know that for us that we are actually German, and I found a lot about being Austrian and African American, and then also being Indian as well. So American Indian. So, and then what about for you?
I believe we have Cherokee Indian on Grandma's side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so, this is for both of you guys. Do you know what's the meaning or origin of my name?
So when we were working really hard to be blessed to have another child, we were not sure that we were going to for a long time, and so we wanted to have another boy, hopefully. And so your middle name is Collin James, so it's James William, which is after your grandfather for both sides. So James is the first name for Grandpa, and then for William for Grandpa Bill, which is his nickname. So you carry both of your grandfather's names with the hope that maybe you'll carry that on for your grandchildren, because once again, you were quite special in being able to carry down both of those strong men's names into our family.
So, Mom, is there any interesting facts about our family or your family?
Well, one fun fact is that your Aunt Mimi is actually a dual citizen. So Grandpa James served in the United States Army as well as the Navy, and so Aunt Mimi was born in Sicily, Italy, so she actually carries a dual citizenship since we were actually stationed there on the base. So it's one of those cool citizenships that she has now, even as an adult. I was born here, so I love being a United States citizen. However, it is kind of cool to be able to say that she is a Sicilian as well as a United States citizen, so pretty neat.
Do you have any interesting facts about yours or ours?
Not that I'm aware of.